Hey, welcome to this Field of Glory 2 gameplay video. If you love Field of Glory 2, then don't miss a minute of what's coming up. Hey, welcome. It's time to play some Field of Glory 2 multiplayer, and today I'm playing against my good friend Sylard. I'm not even sure. We're playing Gallic versus Bosporan. Okay. I'm not even sure what side I've got. I have no idea. We're just jumping in here. We're going to get it going. So, what do you say we take a quick look? My army. His army. Oh, he's got the Bosporans. Okay. I must have the Gauls. Well, let's take a quick look back here. Wow, it's a big, pretty map with a bunch of rough ground and marsh on the left. That's sweet. And open ground like mad to the right, and a stream, which probably won't matter much, right down the middle. You got a big hill, a little open side here. I would be a bit surprised to see my friend stand over there and dare me to come get him. Got a lot of points to play with here, and very little in the way of required. Noble cavalry, superior protected light spear. Noble cavalry, superior protected light spear. Armored and protected. Okay, that's the difference between the two of them. Superior war bands, which are bad against artillery, but we don't have to worry about artillery much, do we? Loose order war bands. Close order war bands, which we can have piles of. Poorly armed rebel, light archers, light javelin, and slingers, and opposing us. Whoa, cavalry. Whoa, cavalry. Whoa, cavalry. Oh, goodness gracious. And he has a huge number of points to play with. Lots more slingers than lots more lights than I'll ever see. For God's sakes, he's got some Hellenic units, what look likely equipped spearmen, Thracians with Romphia, imitation legionnaires. Oh, my buddy has decided to come after me in a big way. Well, cavalry, and he has piles of it, and we have a little bit of it, and not as good. Let me go back and look. Superior armored lancers, superior protected lancers, but these are the scary ones. Well, the horse archers maybe not so much, but these guys, the light horse archers. Oh, how unfortunate for me. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and do it like I normally do. I'm going to set this game up offline, and then we'll get started. But before I leave to do that, hey, if you've listened to me babble for 3.5 minutes and cry and whine about how I think I'm fixing to get taken to the cleaners by my friend Sylard, please consider subscribing or ring that bell so you know when I've posted another video. Like and share, and most especially leave me a comment. Oh, okay, back in just a moment. Well, okay. It's turn 1 of 24. What I've done is put some loose order war bands in the rough ground. My line of close order war bands here. Some refusing the right just a little bit. A sort of half. What am I supposed to say? Half-assed second line in of superior war bands here. Cavalry up on the hill on the far right, the general and his armored nobles in the center on the hill, and some noble cavalry on the left. I don't know. He has total flexibility to come and get me as he sees fit. I think he can have that light cavalry, his cavalry superior, although probably not in numbers. One, two, three. What have I got? Four there. I think he can have 9, 7, 10. I think we're roughly equal in big bag cavalry. Um, and we're set up. We can swing hard if he gives us an opportunity. We can go this way or that way. Uh, but mostly, I want to see what he's doing. And I also have light infantry archers and slingers hiding over here in case he decides he wants to throw a real hard left at my right. We can come out and shoot him up, and it'll be fun. I don't think it'll matter much. But yeah, I'm kind of in a defensive mindset here until I've seen what he's up to. We could move off into the attack from this position if we needed to. I don't know if we will or not. I think maybe when I push that button we'll have a turn. I don't know. What do you say we find out? Dun, da, da. Yes, it looks like it's our turn to play. Well, what did he do? I'd be very surprised if he doesn't have some people hiding in here. Thracians, Throphorai, Thracians, irregular foot, imitation legionnaires. I don't see all his army. I don't see all his army at all. But he's got a pile of skirmishers, legionnaires, lots of medium foot. And, nice second line. If we could get a hold of those guys, I think we could hurt them. But getting a hold of them, that's a whole nother thing. I'm inclined to stand here because I got a bad feeling he's wanting me to come after him here, and he'll slam the door there. Ah, look. Light horse archers over there. But he stood. He stood in his first turn. Beautiful game. Isn't it a beautiful game? We can do some fun things here. Shift 3. Go looking down the line. Yeah, he's doing something crafty. He's getting crafty. He wants me to come out there, march up the center into this disadvantageous terrain with my close order foot, and let him slam the door on me from one or both flanks. I don't see any reason why I should accommodate him. Yeah, all this, if I was going to do that, then I should, well, I didn't have the option of bringing that many loose order foot. I just didn't see it. Well, we could advance a ways just to test his resolve. That's rough ground, marsh. Those guys go there. Oops. Air. And move this army forward a bit. Let's go ahead and see what he decides to do with us making that opening move. Okay. Very cool. Personally, I would rather sit over here and let him come to me. But I've made an opening move that doesn't change my position or it doesn't change the defensibility of this particular formation at all. Let's see if he comes after us. What do you say? Okay, next turn real soon. Okay, we're off. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. And here comes... Where are his cavalry? You know, I don't think I want to come play. That's just a fact. I'm pretty sure I don't want to come play. It's open ground there. And well. I think I am perfectly happy to let this pass as the turn. Oops, I can't get a screenshot like that. He's willing to come to me. I'm willing to let him come to me. Let's see what happens. Let's call it a turn. And here we go. Now we got a little activity around the flanks here. That's interesting. And here comes the guys up the middle, huh? Boy, he got a lot of light arch. Oh, look at those guys. Look at those guys. All right, well... And... Oh, I don't know. Let's see. I'm getting old. I have to get wrong keys. There we go. Nomad light archers and nomad horse archers. Okay, all right. There. And looking very interesting over here. Javelins, archers, 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 archers. That's looking very threatening for these po little javelin guys. And they can't get turned around, but that's okay. And we got to watch this. We got to watch this. Okay, well, I think he's going to make a move on our flanks, obviously with the skirmishers, which he has just boatloads of. With any luck, though, he'll continue advancing with his center. I think we can probably beat those guys. So we're going to stand. We're going to watch him develop this. And at some point, we may have to just make a rush for the center and hope we can hold the flanks and try to duke these guys out. We're gonna call this a really short turn and see how it breaks down. All right, well, there we go. Next turn in just a moment. Well, okay, here we go. Dun, 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 dun. Here they come. That stream is of no consequence to anybody. It's just you just walk up to it, walk over it. And here come. Group move. Group move. All right. Well, he's figured out my little ambush. So, oh, that's interesting. Shoot. 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 And they can't see those guys. So, okay, that fight started. We'll just see how that comes out. Really, I just don't see much going on here that I'm worried about, except maybe this ought to be interesting. Horse archers. That ought to be an interesting little fight over there. Noble Lancers. Where are the rest of his horsies? That's what I want to know. Where are the rest of your horsies? Grid. 1, 2, 3. You know what? I'm happy. This makes them for very short turns. back in just a moment. Okay, next turn. Oh, we're shooting, we're shooting. Oh, this is getting interesting in the center now. Come on now, show me your horsies. Which, I don't know, he may not have brought them. There's something about these Lancers hiding over here that has me wondering about that. Oh my God, revealed. Not revealed. Uh, oh, no. Oh, they can only charge him. Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. Well, I don't think we'll be charging him. Yeah, I don't think we'll do that. I don't think so. I don't think charging him is the greatest idea I could have possibly ever have. Rough ground. It's archers. Marsh. Shoot. Shoot. I forgot to turn this guy around. That wasn't brilliant. That light horse is going to be kind of scary over here. I kind of wish I'd left this guy facing that way. He goes there. Can he turn and shoot? Nope. Yeah, that was a big screw up. That was a big screw up. No, I still have a problem with these guys. I don't want to marsh. Don't want to be between these guys and where they're going. So we'll go out there and we'll watch these guys ride around because a couple of horse archers are not that scary. Grid. Nah, we're just perfectly happy to stand here and wait for this to happen, which is really fast moving for me. I don't normally take 3 minutes to do a turn, but then again, I didn't do much. So, next turn, just a moment. And away we go. Fight! We'll shoot at each other. We'll fight each other. No, not those guys. Yay! Fight, fight, fight. And the light cavalry is there. There they are. We found their cavalry. I think we found them. Dut, 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 dut. Well, well, well. One could regret the lack of light cav. But you play with the army that brung you. And in this case, it's an army with no light cavalry. This sucks, but I don't see anything to do but fight. We're going to hope that his severely disordered is not as bad as our, or is worse, I should say, than our, what are we, disrupted. 116, 120, 30. Like I haven't shot at these guys. 23. I'm missing something. I shot at those guys. Yeah. Oh, I was shooting at these guys. Ah, that's right. Oh, well. In that case, we'll just continue shooting there. And we shoot there. And this poor guy still ain't got anybody to shoot at, which is heartbreaking. All right. This is not a good place for us. This is not ultimately winnable. Why is it doing that? Oh, probably couldn't hold the key down. Yeah, okay. Well. How many guys does he have over there? 1, 2, armored, noble, armored, armored. I don't know that that's all his guys. But I'd be very surprised if he has a lot more. Come on now. Just because I let go of the mouse button doesn't mean that the interface wants to acknowledge that and let me screw it all up. I don't care about those guys particularly. What I care about now is whether we come out and play. Offensive spearmen, offensive spearmen. Imitation legionnaires, those are a pain in the ass. Offensive spearmen. Imitation legionnaires, imitation legionnaires. And a bunch of slingers and stuff. Really, it comes down to, do I want to advance on him now? Looks like he's decided to hold up and wait. I think maybe if he doesn't have a bunch of cavalry hiding over there, that we can raise some hell on this flank if we advance. And over here, I really don't want these loose order guys going out there to play against protected. Well, they're impact foot, and they're a lot bigger. Yeah, they're 50% larger. That's marsh all the way out to there. If we advance some of these guys, And then we need to ride this bunch of cavalry over here to guard this flank. As long as we don't get past this march, those guys don't worry me too much. They come around here, it could get kind of hairy. But I think we might need to start getting well and truly stuck in here. Time to pause and consider of that. Well, okay. Seems to me it's time to get aggressive, so let's go. We are going to, I think, gallop this lot over this way, although I'm tempted, and I think I will move the general to there because I think these guys are going to sweep these guys. If these guys decide to push real hard, they are 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 turns away from being in charge reach. I'm not worried about that, and this big marsh guards my flanks. So if they come straight ahead, then these guys stand here, and a couple of these guys and this guy set up here and say, come on, let's play. Meanwhile, these guys move ahead. I want to get, I think I'm going to have to do this on an individual basis because we're too close for a group move. Yeah. This puts, now those are nasty little buggers right there. Those are nasty little buggers. This puts all of his guys in charge reach. Well, not all of them, but this front line in charge reach. If he doesn't like this and he wants to fall back, he's got to test, and he won't, that would be pretty awkward. That's a sub-general, right. Tempted to move him over here. Or here. That's the C&C with Imitation Legionnaires. I think I'll leave him back there with those guys as a backup. These guys can make a good full move. Yeah, that kind of exposes me a bit to these guys turning and coming and shooting, and they're only protected. But it also means 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not quite in reach of these guys on the hill. Well done. Well done, my friend. That means I can't charge out of that mess. But it also means that these guys get up here, select him, and start giving him reason to worry about me sweeping through this mess. So up they go, and I don't think there's a lot left to do. No shooters. Perfectly happy with those guys where they stand. So, what do you say? While I adjust this for a screenshot, which you don't care about, we call it a turn. Back in just a moment. Okay, let's do this. Here they come. And that's what we were looking for. Make him get in here. There we go. That looks good for us. I mean, it ain't over. It's just starting. That looks good for us. Oh, I'm surprised those guys stuck as hard as they did. And here comes the second line. Now that's going to be interesting. Oh, they held. I mean my guys. Fight, fight. Shoot, shoot. Shoot, shoot. All right, well, it's done got serious. Yes, it has. He's heading too far out. I don't know why he's going in that direction. But really the question I have is whether I need to hold one of these cavalry units back. And I think we find out by playing out some of this stuff in the center. So right now, we shoot. How badly shot up is he? You know, he just had a really bad reaction to that, didn't he? Shoot. Shoot. And they're out without me doing something stupid like charging out there and getting torn up. Win, draw, lose. Okay, that's kind of interesting. Win, draw, lose. These look pretty good on impact. Not so hot. That looks okay. And over here, we've got all this mess going on. And shoot. They didn't like that. Shoot. They didn't like that. 0 to 4. Shoot. And this fight, which is not fun, but looks like it's mostly a deadlock. Yeah, okay. All right. Well, how best to maneuver here? Like I said, I think what matters is what happens right up in here. Those guys are not going to be happy if I hit them, but I'm probably not going to be. It's still marsh out there. As long as I don't pursue way off into nowhere, I'm really reluctant to get too tied up with him. He can't get to him because of him, so do I want my general? That's a sub-general. And draw, lose. Win. 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 All right, these guys need to. How far can I go with him? They can go to there. That stream. That stream, I don't think. No, that doesn't leave us disordered. It doesn't matter. It's just a little bit of water, not a big deal. This guy can get to here. He can. Yeah, I can't really turn a flank here no matter what I do. But I can threaten these guys by riding up that hill and chasing off skirmishers and trying to tie these guys up in knots. So let's go down the line and see how this breaks. Fight. All right, that was inconsequential, kind of what I expected. Win, draw, lose 30%. That's not so hot. Can move him into the fight, and now, yeah, it's much more likely to be indecisive. Except it wasn't. We got slaughtered. Oh, that tells me what to do with one of these cavalry guys. Yes, it does. It tells me what to do with one of these cavalry guys. That guy got really hammered. All right, we got to get in here. We got to get some success. We got to get some success. Go. Disrupted and pushed back. Go. Disrupted and pushed back. Oh, that's kind of nice, actually. Puts me lining up that way. What isn't nice is this mess. That's very, 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 very awkward. I think we are just going to have to ride one of those guys that way, and this guy that way, and charge. And charge. Oh, they held. Nasty buggers, huh? Fragmented and pushed back. Ooh. Well, we got to watch this very carefully now, because we've got some exposed flanks. What the hell? There's just not much you can do with these unmaneuverable guys except go tear people up. I think that pretty much takes care of our work on the front line. Here, we have to start romping. I'm going to stay out of charge reach. To the extent we can. That stream is actually slowing us down. Oh. Part of me wants to go over here and turn and go down that, but all that's going to do is... Actually, a charge on him right now would probably break him. Well, I don't know. He could. He's fragmented. I'm not real sure whether he'll be able to effectively skirmish away. I think he's screwed anyway over there. I think the lights will shoot him up. We've got a little bit of a cramp here. Can't really go where I want to go. And we're going to get shot up, but that's just kind of the price you pay. That's just the price you pay. Right, what else have we got? These guys need to stand. It ain't that big a deal yet. Those guys need to stand. Any shooters left? Nope. Well, for me, that's a pretty quick turn. I'm a wee bit deliberate, but that was a pretty quick turn. All right, next turn here right soon. Let's do this. Okay, Yahoo. It's going to come down to these fights in the center. Going to be a big deal. Yes, we're going to get shot up. Oh, that was bad. Disrupted was not good. He's learned to focus. Well, he should have focused on the guy on the end, but okay. Here they come. Fight, fight. Fight, shoot, fight, shoot, shoot, fight, fight, shoot. thump. I'm for that. Oh, even better. Does anybody react? Nope, they didn't care. They wanted some of that. Charging in disrupted is a desperation move. He was lucky there. Yes, you must die. They held. Whew. Charging in disrupted. I don't know about that. I just don't know about that. Yeah, that's not working for him. Okay, does anybody react? Oh, disaster. That was very bad. That was very bad for my friend. I think this is our third game and possibly his third game against a human. He might have played against somebody else, but he plays very well. But then you can see that there's a lot of stuff going on here where he's learning. That cavalry on my flanks is interesting. I'm not sure I care, but we'll see. Because I think I still have, with the possible exception of this guy, I think I still have the marsh on my flank. Ouch! There's my payback. Does anybody care? Everybody held firm. We don't care. Ooh, ooh, oh, ooh, oh. This is... Oh, I feel bad for him. Lordy. Things just exploded, which of course is what I was hoping for. I won't lie. What I was hoping for was a big explosion. Okay, marsh. These are into marsh. These guys, they got marsh on their flanks, but they're pursuing. That might be bad. It just might be bad. All right, I don't care about those guys. I do need to put myself in position to threaten. I don't know. I might just stand here and watch it. Let's see what happens before I start worrying about how to manage that problem. Let's see what happens in some of these fights. And they're out. Does anybody react? They held. Can't get to him, which I would dearly love to do. But I can't really get to him. I could rumble over that away, but really, let's fight here. See how things break down. Broke. How's that fall out? Broke. Okay. We got this fight. There's just all this stuff we need to. Broke. I didn't expect that. They went from fragmented to. No, they went from disordered to broke. All right. Does anybody care? No, nobody cares. We need to hit those guys hard. Yep, we couldn't finish them, but we hit them good and hard. We got this fight. Fight. Wow. Wow, I am somewhat amazed by the ability of my guys to bust him up. Can they turn? No, they cannot. They're done. They're done. They're fighting. They can't do anything. I cannot get on this guy. Yeah, I can. We'll go that way and give him some grief with that. What to do? What to do? I would say chasing some knuckleheads out of the way. Oh, we caught those guys. That's surprising. Do the same thing there. Oh, we haven't fought these fights over here. But first, let's see if we can finish these guys. Yep, that did them. That did them. Oh, they loved that. Give us more. And then this fight, which is silly. The woods are making us very happy holding this general and nomad archers down with some crummy bunch of slingers. Well, let's think about this for a second. Gotta type a quick message here. I'm getting, and I can't type. Okay, I don't know how much I got left here. Let's see. These guys, these guys, these guys, these guys, these guys, these guys. These guys, they don't have much of a chance. These guys, they don't have much of a chance. But if they can pin them up, can they hold them? Win, draw, lose. 13%. 15%. It's not exciting. Maybe we can catch him. If we can just stick. Nope, can't stick. Hit him. Can we stick? Nope, we can't. That's fine. We'll get him. We'll get him. All right, we need to look at this very carefully. Marsh. All this up here is... I really would rather not fight those guys, and I don't think they can get to this line anytime soon. Nobody's going to hit him in the flank. Yeah, nobody's going to hit him in the flank yet. This marsh makes for a mess. And I've got loose order guys standing in the marsh going, please come in here. Please, please come in here. Grid. Don't want to end up in charge reach. But I do want to move forward a bit. In fact, I may... he could go stand there. Oh, I still got this guy. This guy. What's a good opportunity for him to mess somebody up? Gosh, I just cannot. I cannot get this guy where I want him. Click. Oh, I still got all these clowns too. I'm amazed they're still around, especially this guy in the open ground. He probably needs to rectify that being in the open ground thing. Oh, not you. You. Right, get into the rough. These guys are in the rough. If you want to charge me, come on. These guys are in the marsh. That's the marsh right there. We'll stand there. We'll stand there. And we're back to this guy. trying to keep a chat going and record this video at the same time is not fair to you guys. If he goes here, and this guy needs to at least come up there, he probably ought to just charge him. Win, draw, lose. Just charge him and be done with it. That ought to clear my path here. Go there. And ignoring, although they may shoot me up in a most disturbing way. Turn. That's my CNC. What does his command radius look like? It's starting to suck. It's starting to suck. If I move him, he can go to there. That would be the furthest to this end he could possibly go. Furthest in this direction, which isn't much. Oh. I think I'll leave him where he is. What else? That's it. Any shooters? No. Okay. Well, that was a difficult couple of turns for my good friend Sylard. He was outclassed in the center anyway. And charging with disrupted guys is a quick way to, especially against guys who are in good order, is a quick way to end up where he is right now, 24% down. But what the heck, I'm not sure there was much he could do here, quite honestly. He was in trouble no matter what. So, I'd say we call it a turn. We'll find out what happens again next here in just a moment. Well, okay, let's see what my good friend Sylard did with the bag of ugly that we left him at the end of the last turn. Yeah, Sylard is a really nice guy. He's really learning fast. I mean, I beat him the first game we played handily, and he beat me like a drum in the second game we played. So he's learning really fast. Now that's really interesting. Did I charge? Was that a pursuit? Yeah, it looks like it must have been a pursuit. Anyway, Sylard's learning really fast, and I hope he's enjoying this as much as I am. Beautiful cavalry over there. That's just not the greatest spot for them. Before any of this can possibly turn into anything good, I think it's going to be over in the center. Oh, goodness, charging with, well, I'm not sure it would have mattered much. Okay, that's fine. We fall back. That's a shock. Bite! Oh, they're unhappy. Go figure. The lights got caught. Actually, it's good for him. It draws these guys off this way doing things they just don't care about. These guys are going to get shot up. Okay, jump in there. No, you didn't like that. This is not the place to bring cavalry to deal with these guys in the woods. Did I miss something? Yeah, over there. Ooh, I had a rally. Really? He rallied? Whoa! Now that's a bit of good luck. Unusual good luck. Usually once a unit is shattered like that, it does not come back. And it's not like it's useful right now, because it most certainly is not. But it's not dead. So let's get them turned around. That was stupid luck on my part. I'd love to claim some brilliance there, but that was yeah, you know what? Sometimes you just get really lucky. Let's get that guy. Man, they loved it. And this is where we decide to, but I wouldn't normally charge formed infantry, but that ain't formed infantry. Let's go. There we go. Here we go. And we follow up and bump into those guys. That's not a charge, that's just a let's fight. Oh, they held. How awkward of you. You're supposed to die. Yeah, they're not happy now. Let's form up behind him just to make his life unpleasant. We got some fights over here, don't we? Oh, we still have this one. Okay. They're not happy. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, there was more there than I thought. I think we just finished the game. I could be wrong, but I think we just finished the game. Turn. Fight. Yeah, okay. And then we have all this silliness over here where we shoot at guys just for fun. And these guys run away because they're not fools. Honestly, given this right here, I'm not sure there's much left to do. Let's take a quick look. We got any shooters left? Yeah, we still got these guys who can dance over here. Shoot. Turn and shoot. No, yeah. It's unlikely that'll much. Well, they actually caused a check. I'm surprised. Fight. All right. Well, it turned his guys loose. That was actually a good result for him, getting those guys out of that mess. I don't like. I'm not fond of these guys shooting me up, but I also don't like. Well, we're going to charge this guy for fun. There we go. That'll correct some of that problem. And I guess that could motivate me, sorta, to charge that guy. Just out of curiosity, he goes there and charges. That's probably because if he goes there, well, that's an interesting thing. Sometimes you have that choice and you need to choose just exactly how you're going to go about charging somebody. Impact win 67%. I could get myself in trouble here, but I don't think the game will last long enough for it to matter because the win result is routing 40% and 25% more. So I think it's pretty much over. Now we're just talking about, now we're just talking about what's smart to do no matter what this current situation. And these got a lot of cavalry out here. And on the other hand, giving him the opportunity to grid. Yeah, I don't think he can get on my flank. I don't think he can. So that's the sub-general, that's the CNC. I don't think he will charge those guys. He might. He might, but they're heavy foot. They're probably going to be okay with that. Charge there. He evaded. In that case, I do need to do some things here. Pro forma. To prep these guys. All right. And Yeah, winning on the charge is not likely. But we do need to get out there and tie him up. Both these guys can play. Not a very good chance of bad things happening to this guy. What else? Like I said, this whole thing is turned kind of silly at this point. See if we can avoid getting shot up quite so bad. That's a flank charge. It won't matter because he'll evade. He's already square. It just doesn't matter what this guy does. It just doesn't much matter what he does. Who else? That's the marsh. Marsh. We're perfectly happy to just stand there. These guys have done their shooting. And I caught them. I am shocked. I think that's that. Okay, I think we're done. I think the game is over. I just don't know whether he gets a turn. So what do you say we call it? Hey, back with either an end game. Well, we'll either get an end game review now, or we'll be back with an end game here shortly. Let's find out. Okay, let's take a look at the end game. Oh, routing. Yes. Chasing. It's all boring. Come on. Run away. I guess that's all we're going to see. Enemy has lost heart. You are victorious. And let's review the battlefield. Okay. My take on this. His center never had a chance. It just taking on these war bands with a bunch of medium infantry. I mean, he had some really good guys. These wherever they are, there's somewhere in here. Imitation Legionnaires or close order. I don't remember what his list had. But yeah, he had a really good cavalry force that was stashed away far too long. This was not the side to use it on unless I was foolish enough to step past the coverage of this rough ground and the marsh. Perhaps the cavalry over here with a strong play, a refusal of his right, and a strong play against my right with a strong cavalry force and the best infantry he could put together. He had some great skirmishers. That might have worked better, but as it stands, really, it was like he was set up for me to come after him, but I just wasn't going to do it. So I don't know. It's kind of hard to say. You know, you play this, you say, oh, this was the part where the mistake was made. My friend Sylard is a very inexperienced player. I think he showed some pretty interesting ideas here. Here's something I hope he learned from. There's just no point in fighting light infantry with cavalry when they're in cover like that. That's just not going to work. Use your lights for that sort of thing, or if you've got them, loose order some mediums if it's that important. Get these guys in play rather than hiding them. however he decided to do it. And if his list didn't allow him to have some really solid guys other than these imitation legionnaires, and I don't remember, then the center was going to get blown out almost no matter what he did, unless he could coax me into getting hammered, letting him hammer me on a flank. I'm not sure there's any point in going on and on about it. I enjoyed it. I hope my friend Sylard learned a little bit. I did. I always learn something from these games, and it was a lot of fun. We'll do it again. We'll do it again. So far, he's beaten me like a drum once. I'm certain that on any given game, he can spank me like a red-headed stepchild. All right, that's that. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again real soon. Hey, thanks for watching. If you click on that picture of Very Young Waz, you'll be subscribed so you'll never miss another video. Then click on that bell notification button, and please share and comment. See you again soon.